Yo, 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 once again.
Once again. You know who it is. That's Jay the speaker.
It's Dwayne K to my right.
Uh-huh. And this is...
What
are we doing right now? We yapping in the kitchen. We back. We eating. We got the food on the plate. I got to pop my collar. Jay the speaker whipped us up. Some good cooking. And we about to jump right into this topic. So, Jay.
What you got, man?
When she says she's pregnant... What's going through your head? Do you have any kids?
I got some situations. Well, I'll answer the question. That's another time. I got some situations, some real situations. But there's been some situations.
Close calls?
You want me to handle this first? Or?
Yeah, you handle this first. Right. You set it off, man. You seem to be good at setting it off. So
okay, well, there's been a lot of close calls. So I remember one in particular. Was getting out of hand, you know what I'm saying? Usually I'm a rubber's man, but something happened, went past that. Didn't come to the war with boots on. So anyhow, I knew I was in trouble, but then the whole weekend was that. So I'm like, damn.
So you went commando?
Yeah, I went full
commando. You're a Rambo.
So anyhow, she's like, oh, I don't feel so well, morning sickness. I'm like, all right. Cool. I'm like, yeah, right. You ate some food, whatever. Go ahead. No, I think I'm pregnant. I'm like, yo, what? So this went on for like the whole month, and I'm just like, yo, I'm at work. I'm like, yo, not this girl, no. You know what I'm saying? No diss to her, but I'm just like, yo, not this girl. I'm just like, it's not the right time, right? That time I'm in Fort Max, so I'm like, shoot. So anyhow, the month passed. She's like, she's pregnant. I'm like, you go to the doctor? She goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we're there, and I'm just like, yo, damn, I did the wrong thing. So anyhow, I'm like, let's take the test. I took already. She didn't want to show me the test. So I'm like, oh, I'm suspicious, right? So 2 months happened now. I know, all right, cool, whatever, 2 months. I'm pro-choice, so I'm like, whatever you want to do, whatever, I'm going to live up to it. 3 months happened, and then she kind of cut me off for a bit. So I'm like, all right. But I'm like, I ain't trying to run, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, yo, if it is, it is, whatever. So anyhow, I'm like, then I seen her like month 5 and she ain't look pregnant. She looked like gaining a little weight. I'm like, all right, I'm not a little doctor or anything. So then what happened was, I saw her drinking one night. I was like, what the hell are you drinking? I thought you were pregnant. So anyhow, turns out she wasn't pregnant. She was so convinced and trying to convince everyone she was pregnant. So 5 months of my life was done. So I'm like, what, she's not? She's drinking? Anyhow, she calls me maybe 8 months later after that. Oh, I just came from the hospital. They flushed the baby out of my belly. This and that. I'm like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's 13 months now. So I'm like, shut up. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying, during those months, bro, I was complaining a lot of things.
It was hell. So, yo, what? Because I've heard that story so many times. Like, this one dude hit me up. He's like, yo, he got a girl pregnant. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean you got her pregnant? He's like, yo, she called me. She told me she was pregnant. She's going to have it. I'm like, dude, did you see the pregnancy test? He's like, no, but I believe her. I'm like, yo, until you have proof, don't psych yourself up. Because, and this is from my experience too, like, I don't psych myself up in those situations.
Tough not to.
Bro, no, I don't psych myself up because, like, the reason why I had a feeling that some girls lie, and I'm not saying all girls lie about it, right? I remember I was dealing with a thing in college, and we always used to wop with boots.
Yeah.
And she even came to me and talked, telling me that she's pregnant. And I was like, but I went along with it. I was like, really, right? Because I guess sometimes she couldn't tell. I don't know how she could tell or not, or she couldn't tell, but I was like, really? And it come to find out, it's a psychological thing, like you said. Yeah. Sometimes they psych themselves out to make themselves think that they are. Exactly. And I don't know if they want you to believe it, for you to get emotional about it, to see how stable you are, whatever the case is, or maybe they just think you're a good dude. But yeah, man, I don't know. I would say to a lot of dudes out there, once you get that information, the first thing to do is, just try and keep calm and just try to see if that information is correct, because don't fly off the handle.
Yeah, don't fly off the handle. And at the same time, you might even have to do the DNA.
The DNA.
Right when the baby's born. Not dissing no ladies out there or nothing like that, but just for peace of mind. Because me personally, I've seen guys in that situation take care of a kid like 3 years old, and They have a fight. She tells him, "You're not even the father." This is a big man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like crippled at that moment. Like falls to the ground, passes out. I'm like, I couldn't. I'm like, yo, he gotta stand up. We're around a whole bunch of men. We're like, chill. But like I said, that crushed him, right? Because he had love for the kid and whatever. But a next man went into a coma. He had a daughter for 21 years. The girl told him, she dissed him, drinking under the rum and said it. They checked the DNA, 21 months, 21 years. He's in a
Down
coma.
the drain.
But he's in a coma, he's done. Like, he was a big man. He's probably like 50.
So wait, he got in a coma because of that news?
Yeah, the news that was like his favorite daughter. Because he had a couple daughters and a son, but that was his favorite.
So wait, that news that she told him, yo, this baby's not yours, sent him into a coma.
He's done. Like, right now, he's out of it. He's done. Like,
holy. He's still in a coma right now?
He's still in the coma. Oh. That's what I'm saying. There's a big man, you know. Obviously, the news was too heavy. So that's what I'm saying. Even if it comes that, okay, you think the time is right as your kid, get the DNA.
Yo, go ahead. Sorry.
And I want to know, is that a disrespectful thing? If you ask a girl, hey, let's do a DNA.
Nah, actually, I don't know. Because, is it disrespectful to who?
Girl, obviously. Hey, I want to do a DNA for this kid.
I think it depends, you know? I think it depends on how you've been presenting yourself in the relationship. If you presented yourself as a person who always wanted to make sure of things, then I think for her it wouldn't come off like left field. But I think if all the time, you know, you believed her and you gave the impression that, not even just her, but anyone in general, you're a very trusting person. And then all of a sudden when it comes to her having a kid, she's like, oh, and then you're like, yo, I want to get the DNA test. And she's like, why would you want to do that now? I think because it sends different signals, it may be perceived as a disrespectful act. So, you know, but at the end of the day, like, what's the issue, right? Because you want to make sure.
Yeah, 100%. Make sure.
Well, the crazy thing is, I was actually reading that, you know, Jaquan went through that. So Jaquan was you remember Jaquan? Everyone in the club get tipsy. Yeah. So he was actually taking care of a girl's kid for, I think, like, how many ever years, right? Come to find out that they took the DNA test and they found out it wasn't his kid, but he still had to pay for the child because he was taking care of the kid for so long. The laws in the States are crazy, yo. So he still had to take care of it, and there was nothing he could do about it. He still had to pay child support. So, yo, mans need to really, you know, it's a
must.
Yo,
DNA is a must.
DNA is a must. But, you know, mans need to, you know, strap up. Yeah, it's a good, you know, a good what, 20 minutes? A good 20 minutes?
Yeah, you just do the swab and you're done, you know? That's the best thing to do.
Yeah. But, you know, make sure, you know, when you're about to get in the guts that you know, Trojans, you know what I mean? The lifestyles, you got to do what you got to do. Unless you got a slick pull-out game, man, because some of these dudes are slipping. Some of these dudes running around here with...
Yeah, pathetic. I've been there.
Man, you look like you're disappointed, bro.
Yeah, but anyhow, like I said, like, DNA is a must. And, but at the end of the day, you have the kid, you know? But that's what it is.
Yeah. Fellas, you got the kid. Take care of the kid. Oh, so let me ask you a question. Actually, we should probably leave this for another one. Yeah, we'll leave this for another one because, you know, we could branch off of this topic into another topic. And the people could tell us what they think in terms of what do they do if they find out, or what should one do if they find out.
If they find out, and is DNA disrespectful?
Is DNA disrespectful? Yeah, asking for a DNA test.
Yeah.
Is that disrespectful for to the woman? What do you think? Is it disrespectful? Because I don't think you answered.
With that story you got and the story I got, hell no, it's not disrespectful.
Okay,
it's a must.
Okay, so if it is yours, would you expect her to look at you differently if you ask her to
for a day, she can look at me different, but when it comes back, my actions ain't gonna change.
Okay.
It will only change if it's not. So that's it. That's it. So for the waiting period, yeah, it's gonna be like when you take an AIDS test and you're worried, you're like, holy, you started to think like, damn.
You run through all the things.
What I'm saying? But after that, it comes back, you're good. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, shoot. There you have it, man. So, yes, fellas, keep a cool head. And don't be scared to take the test, man. You never know. It could be a what did Kanye West say? 21 years. 21 years, you gotta pay for child support or something like that. So, anyways, you know what time it is. Dwayne K.
Jay the Speaker.
Yapping in the kitchen. We out of this piece. Yeah.